Good morning, investors and traders. This is Naeem Azam, Chief Market Analyst at Avatrade, and welcome to our daily technical analysis video. In today's segment, of course, we'll be talking about gold, and the question that we'll be focusing on is gold about to shine after a massive sell-off? Because there is no doubt that the price has been in a downward trend for a long period of time. As always, it is important for us to go through this disclaimer, which is right in front of you. If you have any questions, please feel free to come back to me. Now, we are going to begin things where we left off during our last session. And again, the link of that can be seen over here when we talked about several different opportunities in relation to gold price. Now we are looking at the same sort of an opportunities once again. Now, to rewind and review, we talked about this particular area as an area of support. Why? Because this was the area where the prices started. So let me just get rid of this one because this has nothing to do over here. Okay, so this, oh damn, I got rid of something wrong. Okay, so this was the area that we were focusing on at the time when the price came in right around here, and what we said at the time was the price is likely to bounce, and of course the price did bounce from this area of support. And why the price didn't really move massively to the upside at the time, the reason was because the overall trend, when we look at gold price, as you can see over here, is strongly to the downside. There is no doubt about that. And secondly, and more importantly, the price is really failing to break above the important moving averages. Now, what are those important moving averages? Firstly, it is your 50-day simple moving average right over here, followed by that is 100 and your 200-day simple moving average. Now, of course, if you don't know how to put these moving averages on the table, then the simple way to do that is go over here, insert indicators and moving average trend, and then over here moving averages, and from here you can change all the numbers from 50 to 100 to 200. Now, the simple rule of thumb with respect to moving averages is that as long as the price continues to trade below them, we can say that the price is really trading in a downward trend. But the moment the price begins to start trading above that, we can say that yes, the price has changed its direction. For instance, over here, when the price moved above all the three important moving averages, we could say over here that the price was in a clear upward trend, but obviously the trend didn't last for that long and the price started to move to the downside as it came into previous area of resistance, which is right over here. And then we saw the price breaking below these moving averages, and now it is trading to the downside. Now, technical analysis clearly indicates that there is no doubt that gold price is oversold. So the better opportunity with the higher odds in relation to gold price remains to the upside. But when that opportunity will come, that is something that we're going to discuss now in this particular video. So, as per our previous video, we did talk about something more important as well, and which was that the prices are likely to bounce from their next important area of support. So where is the next important area of support? The next important area of support is right over here. Again, we did mention this area of support in our previous video as well, which is right over here, running between 1664 to 1685. There could be a couple of few dollar difference in relation to this support zone in comparison to the previous one, but it still remains very much the same, so not much difference there. So now what we're going to need to do is we need to move this area of support and find the next area of support from here, because obviously this area right over here is clearly violated. I mean, the price did bounce, so we did have the opportunity to make a small profit on that, but now the prices are likely to move towards the next area of support, and that for us is going to come right from here where the big rallies have really happened. And we are still quite far, but that area remains very much a strong possibility. Now, when we draw this area, we also need to focus on the weekly time frame and then see how that also is in line with that. Now, you can see that on the weekly time frame, the price is trading below the 50-week moving average. So the next area of support in terms of the weekly time frame is more likely to be near the 100-week moving average, which is just below our defined area of support. So basically that area is right over here where the 100-week moving average is. And what we're going to do is we're going to change the color of this particular moving sorry, it has moved. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to delete this one, we're going to delete this one, and what we're going to do is we're going to put a line over here, and then we're going to see this line on the daily time frame and then see if it makes sense. So for that, I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color to blue. Now we will go on to our daily time frame and then see where that blue line is really coming from. Now look at this one. This makes really a lot of sense because this is the area right over here. As you can see, let me just bring this chart in a bit more in line. So you can see that this is the area where the initial rally really started, and it retested these areas of support which we have mentioned between 1664 to 1665. So what we could do at the same time is, rather than, I believe that this is a still very, very good area of support between 1685 to 1664, but what we could do is we could consider all of this as an area of support where the prices can bounce. So what we mean by that is from 1643 to 1685 could be the big area of support. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the middle line for the time being, and now we are going to consider this entire area as an area of support. We're just going to fine tune this one by moving it slightly bit more to the downside, and what we are really focusing now is this area right over here where this explosive move happened. The price moved to the upside, then it came into this area of support again, and then it tested this area of support again, and then it moved back to the upside, then it tested the area again, and then it continued to move higher. So now we have redefined our new area of support as from 1643 to 1681. Of course, the area is a bit big, and that means that we need to position size our trade accordingly. But overall, what we are about to see is that the prices are likely to bounce from here. And another important indication that we are seeing from here is that if we look at the price from here to, let's start looking at from here. So here we have a low, and here we have a lower low. So when we said here we have a low, in terms of RSI, that is the low. But when we focus on this one, this particular low, we can see that yes, we have a lower low in terms of the RSI as well. And then we go into next low, which the price says that yes, we have another lower low. But when we look at the RSI, it says that yes, we do have a lower low in terms of the RSI, but the momentum is really not there, meaning the price is moving quite a bit low because we are down from 1775 to all the way to 1719. But in terms of RSI, we are only moving from 30 to all the way to just over here, which is about 28 or less. So what I'm really trying to say over here is the price is not moving, that RSI is not moving that significantly to the downside as the gold price is trading, and this means gold price is likely to bounce very soon. So we're going to continue to focus in these areas, and we will have more detail of this analysis going into tomorrow, because tomorrow is the US non-farm payroll data. The economic data really comes in at 1:30 p.m. London time, and that is very much likely to move gold prices. That is all for now, and I'll see you guys soon.